Welcome back to A Minute with Chelsea. This is the henna I just got at the mosque, and that is my Fjallraven bag, which I'm obsessed with because it stays clean almost all the time. After we toured the mosque, we were all really hungry, mostly because I slept through breakfast and it was almost 2 o'clock. Kara had a book about Morocco, and in the book it said this was one of the best restaurants, so we decided to go ahead and eat here. It wasn't very far away, and the taxi wasn't going to overcharge us to take us here, so win-win. That's Skylar, Amy, that's Kara. Behind Kara is Erica. And then over there is Shannon, and that's me having a tree for a snack because I was so hungry, and this was the chair I had to wait in, and I was like, well, I could have sat in the sun or I could sit inside this tree. So I chose the tree. This restaurant is so pretty. I wish we could have sat closer to the middle so you could see more of it, but I tried to get as much footage as possible, and we all were really obnoxious trying to film it because, you know, it's our first restaurant. Of course, we're gonna film a whole lot. Erica got some great clips of behind the scenes of them making some bread and all of these little bits, and I was too busy sitting down because my foot hurt and I was tired, and all I could think about was what I was gonna eat because I was so fucking hungry. This makes me want cornbread. I know it's not cornbread, but that's what it reminds me of, and it makes me wish I had cornbread, which, I will say I missed like southern shitty American food while I was here. Like I was just thinking about fish sticks and like bologna sandwiches and ham and beans and things like that. But with all that being said, the food in Morocco was absolutely delicious. Like I don't think I had anything that I was like, this is gross, I hate it. Everything was pretty good. I will say the bread, not my favorite. Nobody's favorite was the bread because they don't serve it with butter. They also don't serve it with olive oil. And I was like, this is the land of olives. Where's the olive oil? They did give you dry bread and olives with every meal, and the olives were the most olivey tasting olives I've ever eaten in my life. They were very strong, but they were very good. Here was a quick lunchtime tour of what we all ordered. Some of us got tagine, some of us, like me, got a bunch of prawns because that's what I want to eat until the day I'm dead. Like I could eat prawns for every meal. It's like a lobster and a crab and a shrimp had a baby, and it's so good. This little bite was something that Erica gave me. It was like a bread with cheese. I think it was brie with like fig jam and a walnut on top. It was so fucking good. I love anything to do with a cheese and a honey and a fig. Bring it on. We also saw a kitten, a very sweet one. If you see a cat in a restaurant, it probably lives there. This one was well taken care of. It wasn't skinny. It had obviously been eating very well. And now we are all exhausted and we all have full bellies. It is time to go back to the hotel. We do have a welcome dinner tonight, and there is a little bit of stress involved with that dinner because a couple of people's flights have gotten fucked up. So we're not sure if they're gonna make it here on time. We're not sure if they're gonna make it here before tomorrow morning. And tomorrow morning we leave and we get on a bus and we go to a different city. So they have to be here before the morning. So we're really starting to freak out. But good news, Carly made it. So we're all excited. Carly went with me to Iceland, and Jennifer made it. She made it all the way to the restaurant, so she got to join us for lunch. We had a little bit of time before it was time to go to dinner, so I went to my room, I freshened up a little bit, I sort of packed because I didn't want to wait until after dinner to pack. Also, let me just tell you, our guide got changed, and Trovatrip did not tell any of us that our guide was different. So we were waiting to hear from our first guide, Hamid, and we never did. And then suddenly somebody was like, hey, there's another guy downstairs with a list of names. I was like, are they our names? Do we know this man? Also, Bridget made it. We were worried she was the one who wasn't going to get here till morning. We were all so happy. We cheered and clapped for her. So we do have a new guide. His name is Mustafa. I emailed Trovatrip and I was like, hey, what the fuck? Can you please let us know if this is the right person because we are not going to go off with a random stranger? Turns out it was just a mix-up in the paperwork. Everything is fine. Everyone made it to the dinner. Somehow, everything is okay with this group of 20 people and a brand new guide. The welcome dinner is across the street. We actually ate here last night, but they put us outside last night. Now we're upstairs in the fancy part because we have such a big group. It's amazing to get to see all the people I've traveled with before. I would say this trip is about half and half. So half the people I know, half the people are new. I had chicken with mushrooms and it had like tiny rice, tiny french fries, all these little bits to go with it. Last night when I ate here, I had the seafood paella, and it was also delicious. Everything at this restaurant was really good, so there was no one who was disappointed. At least as far as I know, nobody was disappointed. I am a little bit nervous to be traveling with a group of this size. This is a really large number of people to travel with and to keep up with. I'm doing my best to tag everyone on the internet everywhere I can. And this was so good that I ordered it twice. I had another chocolate crepe because it was good as shit. We went to a little gas station bodega type place to get some bottled water because you cannot drink the tap water in Morocco. And we did see people feeding the cats. So people walk around with cat food to feed the cats, and it made us feel a lot better. But just know we did our very best to feed as many cats as possible. I took a shower. Here is my henna after the shower. I'll see you tomorrow.